Hey!
This is JJ and Alex.
I made a name for myself, I told you I won't be denied.
As you wrap up your day, it's time to get your fix of the teams you live for and the sports you love. This is JJ and Alex on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
What is up, everybody? Thanks for being with us right here on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Alex Kirry, Jeremiah Jensen. And we appreciate you being along for the ride as well. Happy Wednesday, JJ. Hey.
Hump day.
All right, settle down. That's going to be our new... Is that what we're doing now? Hump day?
Sorry. I'll never do that again.
You know what? Annapolis, pull it. We got to use both of those. You got good, clean ones on that. I love it. That's what it is now, from now on. It's a Win Ticket Wednesday, but it's also Hump Day. All right. Hey, how was the NBA on NBC last night, my guy?
Can we fire up some round ball rock while we talk about it?
Hit it. I just want, I need a little breakdown here while we get back into, we put our 1997 hat back on.
Here we go. Yeah.
Felt right.
Utah Jazz.
Felt
KSL.
right.
Love it. Yeah, it was great.
You guys had the pregame show walking up to it.
Yeah.
And
thanks to Will Hardy for sitting in. Ben Anderson. Kristen Peak.
I'll tell
great
you.
guests. And we had top 5 plays. It was hard to come up with the final list because the Jazz have had a lot of great plays. Thank you, Ace.
You know
Bailey.
what? I was going to say, well, not just Ace. Think about how many wild dunks that
Cody Williams.
that Key has had this year, too. Like, that guy.
Like, this Jazz team's fun. And you know what? They didn't win last night.
No, they did not.
But that Cody Williams dunk on the baseline, they were entertaining. They were really competitive in the first half. Obviously, it dropped off in the second.
Lowry's not there yet. He's still got to come
He's not
back
ready.
from
He's still got the flu lungs or whatever he had.
Yeah.
That was obvious. But, you know.
Ace leading the team in scoring? I mean, come on, man.
The team got 20 last night.
Yeah.
Didn't get any assists. I think he got 1 rebound. But he did score.
Yeah.
The Jazz are not embarrassing. They're a very entertaining, fun to watch team right now. And whether they win or lose, you come away entertained. And there were plenty of moments last night that were entertaining. The Clippers look like not just a team that's going to be in the play-in. That looks like a team that can win a playoff series. We know their talent.
They have a lot of names.
We know who they are.
Yeah.
And they've suddenly won, I think, 16 and 19 games. So it was good last night. It was it was good for the Jazz to get that kind of exposure. Can't tell you how thrilled we were to have the Jazz on KSL again for the first time in 24 years.
How many more we have this year?
None.
Oh, gosh, really?
But once the Jazz get better and they have some marquee players, which I think they're getting close to having that, especially if they have some luck in the lottery this summer, you're going to see the Jazz on TV a lot more nationally.
So are there any other NBC NBA games then the rest of the year? That we're going to be that we have? It was just
Yeah, did you not get the memo?
No, I did, but I'm just saying, is it every Tuesday?
Every Tuesday, NBA coast to coast, and guess what's starting?
And they only give us one?
Guess what's starting?
We're like NBC's favorite sports market, man.
During the Olympics.
What's going on?
Sunday night basketball.
Look at that.
The NBA on Sunday nights.
Fire that round ball rock back up again.
There we
you
go.
Don't have to,
Get him some different version. How about some
the old
Dave
school
Tesh?
Come on.
There we go.
Oh, yes. Dave
Sunday
Tesh.
night basketball on NBC. Yeah. So the NBC's all in on the NBA again.
I love
it. Which is great. So you have the Tuesday night doubleheaders. Usually on KSL, we'll only take the first game, and then the other one's on Peacock.
Oh, I love it.
Because it interrupts our 10 o'clock newscast. But there have been some, plenty of nights where we've had a doubleheader, and then on Sunday, you're going to get Sunday night basketball. This is also cool, and this is not a basketball story, but if you haven't heard, the NBC has picked up Major League Baseball starting this season. And once the NBA season is done, NBC and KSL will have Sunday Night Baseball. Remember how ESPN used to have it?
Hey, fire up the baseball one. Do we have a baseball version? No, we don't. All right, we'll get back to it.
Baseball doesn't have a song like that.
It
You
needs one.
instantly recognize.
Well, because
NFL Films has. I mean, you hear NFL Films music, you're like,
yeah.
it's the NFL.
Well, ESPN walked away from the from the Sunday Night Baseball. The Sunday Night Baseball music.
Yeah, you know that song.
Let's steal that. It's fine. They're
Well,
not going to.
well,
They don't need it.
Fox uses round ball rock, so why not?
Yeah. They.
Fox uses round ball rock for their college basketball.
Okay, before we get into some college football talk for a second here, the right up in front of our TV screen is Giannis.
Yeah.
And now the Bucks have made it known. They finally ripped that Band-Aid off and said, phone lines are open.
I don't think
phone lines are open.
I don't think he's going to play another game in a Bucks uniform.
We'll take that. We'll take your calls.
Trade deadline's next week.
So he has said, and does he have the final say as to where he ends up? Because could the Jazz make a run at this guy and force him to be here in Salt Lake City? Because he said he wanted to be like Miami, LA. It's so boring.
He does not have a no trade clause, so he is not in control of where he goes.
That's great. If you think that Danny and Austin can't put together something wild,
why would the Jazz want to add Giannis to this roster?
Because it's fun to pay a guy $80 million a year. Look how big time it is, man.
Give me a logical reason outside of the fact that he's the Greek freak and one of the best players of this generation.
Yeah, 2-time MVP, man. Build your team around him. Look, see if you can keep the group together. You get Giannis, Lowry, Key. Got yourself a stew.
We need a nerd in here to explain to you how the collective bargaining agreement works.
Hey, listen.
Second apron for sure.
Guess what?
We don't have to follow the rules.
Guess what? This is going to be fine. Give up Lowry, fine. And then what's he worth? 7, 10 first-round draft pick? I mean, now it gets astronomical how many first-round picks you give people.
Yeah, you'd have to give them a lot.
So, all right, fine.
I'm sure the Bucks would. They got to rebuild if they move Giannis. Obviously, they'll get a lot of cap help, and I think they'd want expiring contracts too. So, would they take Lowry? I don't know.
Yeah, no. I just was saying.
Why I don't.
I wanted to ask the question that I think a lot of kids.
I think a lot of fans are like, we need a star. Go get Giannis.
Yeah, that's a pie in the sky situation. I don't think.
How old is Giannis? Do you know?
34?
No,
I'm just kidding. No,
31.
Is he 31?
Oh, yeah, he's in his 30s.
I thought maybe he's 28. Ooh.
9-time All-Star. His salary.
Oh, it's going to get wild these next couple of years.
This season is 54. Next year it's 58, and then the final year of his contract is 62. And I'm sure if he's traded, I'm sure he's going to want an extension in place.
Is Rudy Gobert getting paid more money than Giannis is?
Not quite.
Okay.
No.
But he's getting there though.
No, I think Giannis is among the highest paid.
Yeah, he's got to be right there.
I don't think there's anybody. He's 62.
Well, and the thing is,
and he's going to be.
You get Giannis on your roster too. You have to have 2 more Antetokounmpos.
He's going to be almost 34 in that contract.
By virtue of getting Giannis, you have to carry.
You have to get the other 2 brothers.
You have to carry a couple other
That's
Antetokounmpos. Yeah,
it's like if you want to lock up.
Prime,
LeBron right now, you got to take Bronny.
Oh, you got to take Bronny. They just
deal.
They just showed them showing up to their game tonight, and I thought that's a weird thing. I wonder if it's fun for them that they get to go on the road together, hang out a little bit. I mean, Bronny should just be loving all this because as soon as LeBron is out, then he's obviously not going to be on the team anymore either. So, all right, we're going to kick off the show officially here. I just wanted to, and by the way, if we're talking about local teams here, Jazz get the loss last night. And it worked out perfectly timing-wise. The hockey game got over at like 7:48.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And then you could turn right over and watch some basketball.
It's a Utah sports doubleheader.
Oh, my goodness. And that team, with the win last night, now 4 points on this road trip, they could steal another win at Carolina.
We talked about it before the trip. It's like, man, try to win one and then try to steal an overtime point or something. They went and did the whole thing, man.
They might go 3-1 on this trip. I mean, because
they got a shot.
Veggie's back in between the pipes, guaranteed on Thursday.
Can they possibly win in Carolina without Dylan Guenther?
Yeah. Think about who's been doing the work. You know what I mean? Like, you're getting like your Michael Carconis, you're getting your Barrett Haytons, you're getting, Lawson Krause. Goals are getting scored by everybody else. And they're all doing their thing, and it is team hockey right now.
Yeah.
It's really fun. So we'll talk to Mike Folta coming up next hour, radio play-by-play voice of the Utah Mammoth. Get his vibe. He's out on the road, of course, with the team. And we'll see what he thinks about this game coming up tomorrow against Carolina. So let's kick the show off officially, though. We've got some college football playoff talk to hit you with because it just gets weirder and weirder. The drama that is happening inside of college football. I don't know if it's great yet. I don't know if it's fun. I do wish that the college football playoff would have been expanded this year, but the powers that be decided no. And there are other twists that you had to read the fine print on that apparently the G6 commissioners and or athletic directors didn't feel like doing. So we'll kick off the program here with the cut. Let's jump in right here.
It's time for the biggest story of the day. This is what made the cut with JJ and Alex on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
All right, so we already know that the wild, the wild situation that is the setup of how it is now, the Notre Dame like sneak in the back door,
The top 12 clause.
deal that was made, and apparently nobody bothered to read their contract. It's like you go to the car dealership, you just want that car so bad, you just sign it and go. Then you go, whoa, what were the terms? I thought we talked about a different number. No. Notre Dame's going to be in if they are a top 12 team, even if it comes at the expense of a group of 6 team. Now, here's the other thing. The group of 6 commissioners were also told, hey, by the way, you know what else is going to change this year? Not just the Notre Dame clause. We're not going to be doing a conference champion from the G6. We're just doing straight up the highest ranked one. And all the commissioners are like, that's the first time we've heard of this. Now, logically, you'd think, oh, well, wouldn't it one of the conference champions be the highest ranked? And it's like, not necessarily. Because last year, Tulane, I think, was ahead of JMU in those final rankings on the season.
Correct.
And so Tulane would have been the only team in. There are a lot of people who are like, but JMU was a better football team than Tulane. So, however the rankings shake out, now all this could be moot because they might not have anybody in the in next year's playoff.
Well, let me give you a scenario.
All right.
Let's say Boise State gets one of those teams they have every 3 or 4 years that's just stacked. And they take on Utah State in the Mountain West Championship game, and the Aggies pull off a stunner. Aggies take down undefeated and top 10 ranked Boise State.
Right.
Utah State wouldn't go to the playoff.
Right.
Boise State would. Because despite losing the championship game, they would be the highest ranked team in the college football playoff rankings. So the committee would take the highest ranked team, which would be Boise State, despite the fact that they didn't win their conference championship game.
Now, there were people who lost in the conference championship game that still got into the playoff. Wasn't that Alabama's case?
This only applies to the group of 6.
Right, but I'm saying, like, we see this happen in other places where you go,
Ohio State wasn't even in.
A lot of them aren't even in it. Right. It's just like, hey, by virtue of being there. So Notre Dame, when they're top 12, which I think people are looking at it now, and they're giving them kind of they will be. I never know. Like, Notre Dame will surprise you and lose to.
Well, with their schedule. Now, I give them credit. They've got Miami and BYU on the schedule this year. But other than that, meaning when you're playing Syracuse and Wake Forest and Army and Navy, no offense to those to the academies, Mike. But that's not Power 4.
Did you just pull a?
That's not Big 12, ACC, even Big 10 gauntlet, right? You know what I mean?
You started making fun of the academies, and then you go, oh, but by the way,
I had to pull back.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I get it. I mean, there's a reason that those guys are on the schedule every year, and it actually.
There's no USC on Notre Dame's schedule.
No USC, but I think you're actually getting them putting BYU on the schedule, having BYU in Provo. That's them saying, hey, we're going to push ourselves a little bit here. We don't like going to Provo. We don't like BYU. Here's how much we hate USC right now, though. We'll take BYU in Provo next year just to give the old middle finger to USC.
Do you want me to read the Notre Dame schedule?
Oh, it'll piss me off. But yes, let's go.
So is this a schedule that is worthy of automatic top 12 inclusion in the college football playoff?
Okay.
Wisconsin in Green Bay at Lambeau Field.
Wisconsin, Green Bay? Oh, I thought you meant they were playing.
Not that Wisconsin.
I thought you were saying they were playing.
Playing the Wisconsin Badgers.
Okay.
In Green Bay.
They also might be just as bad as Wisconsin, Green Bay. at this point right now.
We're not talking about a very good Wisconsin football program.
Luke Fickle's got to turn that thing around.
He's in trouble.
He wishes he was back at Cincinnati.
I don't know how he survived this year, to be honest.
Yeah.
Their next game, this is going to be tough. It's a 6-day turnaround to face Rice.
Now, they're playing that in Houston, right? At Rice's,
yeah, right.
At Rice's stadium that fits
Notre Dame's
than...
going to Rice. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
The next week, Michigan State.
Oh,
not Michigan, but Michigan State.
One of the worst teams right now in the Big Ten.
Not doing, not good. And they got a new head coach in Pat Fitzgerald.
We'll see how he does.
So then, a juggernaut on the September 26th, Mike Folta's alma mater, Purdue. Another heavyweight that Notre Dame has to face in the first month of the season. That's their September. Down Wisconsin, Rice at home, Michigan State at home, and at Purdue. Which, what is that, like a 30-minute bus ride?
Yeah, and
it's not that far.
There will be more Notre Dame fans in those stands by far than the Purdue
no
fans.
doubt. So let's go to October. At North Carolina to face Bill Belichick's Tar Heels.
Oh, non-Hall of Fame head coach Bill Belichick?
Non-first ballot Hall of Fame head coach Bill Belichick.
Napolis and I, before the show, found we should do this. Come on. We should give each other these for Christmas. We found a website that does the Hall of Fame jackets. We should get some.
And you can actually make a gold jacket?
Yeah. And it's got the patch on there, a little Temu action, Temu Hall of Fame. And we just say, hey,
some
Bill.
angry guy's going to come up to you and say, I believe that belongs to Mr. Gilmore.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Keep going. I love this game.
It gets better. The next week, at home against ACC juggernaut Stanford.
Oh my gosh! All right. Well, that's a rivalry game. Remember?
Yeah, of course.
Come on.
So we're 6 games in, and that's Notre Dame's schedule. Now, finally, in all seriousness, a big test. They're going to go on the road to Provo, take on BYU on October 17th. Then they get a bye before facing Navy, not in Annapolis, but in Foxborough, Massachusetts.
Yeah, they love the neutral site.
They have 2 games next year in NFL stadiums.
Yeah, and that's so that they don't have to. I mean, they're essentially not on the road. They have true 4 road games. You know what I mean? And the other 8 are at home or they're neutral, and it's the same.
Exactly.
If it's a neutral site game, it's the same. It's their stadium because they know what they get when they show up. All the Notre Dame fans who travel.
Yes.
But fine. Okay.
So the following week, at home against the Miami Hurricanes. So they get Miami in South Bend. The next week, Boston College, and then SMU, which actually I'll give them, that's obviously the ACC tie-in, but SMU is going to be pretty good next year, and then they finish the season at Syracuse. So basically they get a bye week on November 28th.
Okay.
So I think that, let's say this plays out the way we think it is. Every game, so they lose at BYU, which is very possible, and then Miami sneaks up on them, and they find a way to beat SMU in South Bend. That means Notre Dame's 10-2, and a 10-2 team is going to be in the top 12 of the college football playoff rankings.
They will make sure it happens.
And so their schedule is built for exactly what they're doing, and they knew they had to get. Now you're wondering why in the world would they make this effort to go get BYU, and why were they willing to play it on the road? Because I guarantee you, they looked at their schedule, and they're like, if we don't do something to make this look more difficult, we're going to get mocked like crazy when people find out about this top 12 inclusion.
I don't think that they care. I honestly don't think they care. Like right now,
they got hammered.
But guess what? If you can pull it off to where you don't have to play tough teams, that's the name of the game. If you can get yourself to 12-0, and then you can almost just be like, well, schedule was what it was, then you move on. I mean, think about this. So out of all the power conferences, the Big Ten does not require a non-conference matchup, or they don't require a Power 4 non-conference matchup.
They're not there yet.
They don't.
Indiana took full advantage of that. Give them credit.
They're still doing it. So next year,
why would they stop?
So next year, Indiana, Nebraska, Penn State, and Washington, all in the Big Ten. None of them are playing a Power 4 opponent in their non-conference because they look and they go, "Well, we got these other 9 games we got to figure out." And my heavens, if you have the ability to be able to do it, and you're Indiana, and you've scheduled Colorado State, Howard, and Western Kentucky. That's their power.
That's a gauntlet.
That is their non-conference schedule.
Hey, the Rams are coming.
absolutely, yeah, sure.
Jim Moore is going to get that thing right.
It's absolutely wild.
One of the weirdest coaching hires I've ever seen.
All these guys know if you can get away with it, if you can skirt the rules a little bit, it's not even the rules. If you can stay on the side of cupcake, then you'll be able to get there. The problem is you'll be like Ohio State, who goes through their schedule, and when they got to the playoff, turns out they weren't playing tough enough teams because as soon as they ran into a team that was decent, they lost to them. Right? Lose to Indiana in the conference championship game. The very next game that they play is in the college football playoff because they got in because, my heavens, they were number one all year. They were the best team we've ever seen. We've never seen a defense like this.
Right.
Miami shows up and goes, Carson Beck's like, I don't know, not even one of the best quarterbacks anywhere near one of the best quarterbacks in the country. And they put up 24-14, something like that? Yeah. So either way, if you can get away with it and you feel like that even though those tests aren't good enough during the season to actually get you better to win the college football playoff, then by all means, find yourself in the college football playoff any way you can get there. Okay? That's that's the wisdom of it. Hey, we would just give us the easiest schedule possible. That's why the SEC was holding out so long on playing that ninth conference game. By virtue of adding that ninth conference opponent for them, you're going to see the SEC take a big hit. They already are not the toughest. They're not the hardest conference to face off against. I think they have more teams that are pretty good than the Big Ten has, but the Big Ten has excellent teams that are at the very top. Only a couple of them, right? And it depends on who it is every year. So we'll see. But the SEC has really, really good talent, and they absolutely can beat each other week in and week out. And you're going to see teams lose out on the college football playoff because of that ninth game in the conference championship, because they will, just by the numbers, a two-loss LSU team will take a third loss or whomever. You know what I mean? Because it's just somebody's got to lose those games, and they're going to stack them up. And the cupcake, you can still have it at the beginning of the year, but now you're going to have to play big boy football in November and not just get that freebie. So, once again, the college football playoff situation is not perfect. It's better than what we used to have, and that's usually what the standard is now. Yeah, but it's better than the BCS. Yeah, but it's better than when the football writers would just declare who the national champion was for fun, and that's all we can ask for right now. So, is it going to get better? Do I think just expanding it is going to fix it? No. Maybe.
But they decided not to expand, so.
Yeah, just going to go to the 12 team. And the SEC is going to have to deal with a really tough road to get back to the national championship. I think it's going to be 4 years in a row they don't make it. Do you look at any of those SEC teams and go, oh, yeah, no, now it's their year?
No.
I mean, Trinidad Chambliss, we don't even know if he's going to come back and play yet.
I don't think Ole Miss is going to be very good. I mean, they'll be fine, but they're not going to be playoff good next year.
Did you say they'd be fined for all the tampering?
Be fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because they're not going to fine him for the tampering.
Dabo's not going to let him get away with it.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Come on. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We have more to get into the rest of the day. It's so stupid. Everything's so dumb. By the way, speaking of so dumb, how about some way too early Heisman Trophy contenders? All right? And again, there are guys on this list who we don't even know if they're going to be eligible to play. But just in case, put them on the list. All right? Stay here. More to go. 97.5 the KSL Sports Zone.
Your home for the best coverage of the Jazz, Utes, and Cougars is right here on the Zone. This is JJ and Alex on 97.5 the KSL Sports Zone.
Welcome back. Oh, there we are. Whew. Sorry, I didn't have my headset on all the way. I'm new to this.
Welcome
back. JJ and Alex.
Good to have you here.
97.5
Good to have you on the team.
Sports Zone. Well, look, I don't know.
We'll have fun.
I think it'll be great. Hey, couple things going on. Want to remind you, though, that our hot and cold segment that we're getting into right now, brought to you by the good folks at Croft Fireplace. Bring warmth home with Croft Fireplace. Upgrade today with free basic installation, qualifying purchases. Croft Fireplace, where warmth becomes home. Check them out. Appreciate Croft Fireplaces joining the KSL Sports family as one of our newest sponsors. So there you go. I always love a way too early. I think a list that is – I can't think of a list that is more worthless from the way too early standpoint. When you do team rankings, at the very least you go, well, that makes sense because they're always in the top 5. You're going to see your Texases and your Notre Dames.
Notre Dame's in the top 5 of everybody's way too early this year.
Way too high, depending on what have they done to be ranked the 5th team except for be called Notre Dame and everybody looking at them and going, their schedule's going to be easy. Like, they honestly got a boost in the preseason rankings based off of the fact that their schedule is as bad as it is.
Yeah.
So, and whether or not you want to say that the script writers are figuring this thing out, and if you start Notre Dame off at 5, remember they were like in that same range last year, 3 or 4.
Feels like it, yeah. I mean, and then they
go
obviously
0-2, and they were like number 20.
They stayed in the top 25.
They were 0-2, and they were number 20 in the country. So it's wild to think of, but a way too early Heisman contender list, so worthless, which is why we're excited to bring it to you right now. So, is there going to be somebody who launches themselves into the conversation and then ends up winning it? A Fernando Mendoza type for next year? Don't know. But when you look at some of the people who have the best odds, I love this because, again, we cannot get creative at all. We cannot think outside the box at all. Trinidad Chambliss is up on the list. He's the highest on this list.
Why is he on this list?
Don't know, because we don't know if he's going to be able to play football. Now, I think that the basketball has done a dangerous thing. And I think you're going to see football go this direction. Because now these guys are judge shopping. When you get a favorable judge who will hear your case and then issue a temporary restraining order, that's how far they're going. That's why a couple of these players their eligibility hasn't been reinstated in some of these basketball cases. But a judge has issued a temporary restraining order against the NCAA from refusing to let them play. Yeah. And while we figure it out, you can play, right? I mean, and these players are like
for Diego Pavia.
Yeah, and but it was a little bit different because now they're just going to have somebody reviewing the case, and it's going to take long enough that you're going to have to go, all right, he's going to play. So Trinidad Chambliss coming back to Mississippi could be very well on the cards. And if that's the case, I think that they are probably right. That's the kind of guy who is going to be pretty high up on those Heisman lists. Now, Arch Manning. Has Arch done something that you look at and you go, this guy has launched himself into the stratosphere? Or
if his name was Jackson Stewart, he wouldn't be on this list.
Is Jackson Stewart like a made-up character for you?
No shade to Jackson Stewart. You're fine. It's just,
Okay.
Arch Manning is in this position because of his name, and I hate that because I don't think he wants that. He didn't choose that.
Right. He's already on. He was on last year's list. He was at the top of everybody's list this year.
And it was too much,
right.
Too early.
Yes. Agreed. So he's going to be a junior next year. He passed for 3,100 yards last year, which is not great, by the way.
Yeah, he had a good season. Was he elite? No.
He ran for 400 yards and 10 touchdowns. He had 26 touchdowns to 7 interceptions through the air. Had a massive game. He had that awesome game against Michigan in the Citrus Bowl where he ran for a couple scores. And he's dynamic. Like, what's crazy is the Mannings, you looked at them and you went, those guys have stones on their feet. But his dad's Cooper. And his dad was the fast guy on all the teams he was on.
Yeah, he just had to end his career because of injury.
Right. He was going to be a wideout at Ole Miss. So there you go. Now, this is where I think we get into it, and I think these are legitimate.
Yes.
Malachi Toney is as dynamic as a dude as you're going to see on the field. Maybe to only be surpassed by Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State. Like those two guys.
I would put Smith's odds higher.
I would too.
And I think that Smith didn't have the season, which is crazy to say. He caught 87 passes for 1,243 yards and 12 touchdowns in 2025. And I think he probably felt like he could have done more.
Oh, I'm sure that he felt that way.
That's insane to me, but that's how good he is.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, they've had pass before it, that year they went to the Rose Bowl when Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson, those were their two superstars.
Yeah.
And then you had these no-name guys coming in, Jackson Smith-Njigba and Marvin Harrison Jr.
It's crazy to look back on that Rose Bowl. The Utes were trying to defend the best receiver on the planet with a running back.
We know what Jackson Smith-Njigba does now.
He's the best receiver in the NFL, and it's just funny looking back on that game.
It is. Because
it was pretty obvious how great he was in that game.
Well, by the way, Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson are having pretty good careers themselves. They're just on crap teams.
Yeah.
And so that's also part of the deal. Either way, I think Malachi Toney and Jeremiah Smith are two guys who have to be on this list. They're the first two that I looked at and went, yeah.
Yes.
But we don't love handing out the Heisman to wide receivers, by the way. It takes a lot to be able to be a wide receiver and to get that thing. Now, this was an interesting one. Josh Hoover, the transfer to Indiana out of TCU. He has thrown in his career in college almost 10,000 yards, 71 touchdowns, 33 interceptions. And he's coming back for another year, and he is going to be, I think he's going to be exceptional at Indiana because he keeps having good years. Despite the fact that his team is, TCU's won 9 games the last 2 seasons, and we've forgotten about them. Like, it just is weird that they fly under the radar.
They haven't matched the standard that they set 4 years ago when they made the national championship.
So I'm actually on board with this one because we've seen this guy play. We know he's talented.
Yeah. We raved about him on the show. You heard us last year before the season.
And when you walk into a good team, then that's half the battle. It really is. Like, ask Will Howard.
Was Fernando Mendoza the best quarterback in the country at Cal?
What changed?
What changed?
He changed teams, and then suddenly,
your supporting cast, your head coach, your coordinators.
He did get better. I think he got better. He worked his butt off and got better.
But when you're surrounded with greater talent, then you can really do something special. It was like who was the Ohio State quarterback that won the national championship that got drafted by the Steelers? I'm already forgetting his name.
Yeah, Will Howard.
Will Howard.
Yeah.
He's going to lose his job to Avery Johnson at Kansas State.
Yeah.
He goes to Ohio State. He wins a national championship and he gets drafted.
Okay. Now
your supporting cast, those surrounding you, coaches and players, can raise your play.
Dante Moore out of Oregon, running it back.
He's an interesting.
I think he could be.
Here.
He's a legitimate dude. Dude completed almost 72% of his passes last year.
Man, Indiana made him look bad.
Yes,
they really did.
Yeah, it wasn't a good start, and then it ended up snowballing. It wasn't good. Now, what interested me more was to see the bunch of names that they listed off, like, oh, these are also people, and who could be looked at. Sam Levitt at LSU, okay. C.J. Carr at Notre Dame, all right. Gunnar Stockton at Georgia. C.J. Carr and Gunnar Stockton are on that list because they're at the schools that they're at.
Yeah.
Okay.
If Gunnar Stockton played at Kansas State, he's not on this list.
Drew Mestamaker, that's the guy out of North Texas who just transferred up to Oklahoma State with his coach. Brendan Sorsby at Texas Tech, by virtue of being at Texas Tech, I think gives him a lot of help. John Mateer is a guy that I'm shocked that he's not higher up on this list because people, I think, want to give him the benefit of the doubt. He had injuries and stuff last year. I think he's better than being a footnote on this. There's a couple other guys in there. Darian Mensah, we'll see how he does against as a Miami Hurricane.
You know what? My take on Darian Mensah is he's pretty darn good, and I know he's kind of looked at in a negative light right now because of the stunt he pulled, trying to get in the transfer portal after agreeing to that NIL deal, but it's all settled.
Yeah, I don't think these
kids. And he's headed to Miami.
Yeah.
And Darian Mensah joining that team in Miami with Malachi Toney, that could be a really special group. And Miami underachieved this year, clearly, in the regular season, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they were in the national championship game, and they proved that they belong there.
Right.
But they by the metric of the regular season, I'll stand by this, they should not have made the playoff based on their metrics of the regular season.
Yeah.
They did not have the best resume. Notre Dame and BYU had a better resume than Miami. Miami had 2 bad losses.
Let me ask you this. From a local standpoint, is it wild of me to say that what we got as a tantalizing taste out of Devin Dampier in the bowl game could be a reason that you say, you know what? If this guy plays like that and they use him like that and he's healthy like that and goes for 310 passing and 104 rushing on those games, or like over the season, why can't he be on that list?
If I had a Heisman watch list, I'd have both Bear Bachmeier and Devin Dampier on my watch list.
You know, I think Bear's an interesting one because I don't think he passes like the quarterback eye test.
Why not? Did Tim Tebow pass the quarterback eye test?
He's got those gosh dang centaur legs.
He is a gosh dang centaur.
Yeah.
Okay, he's a freak.
No, but I'm saying like, and the guy wins. And you have to have that to be able to be in that conversation.
He's Tim Tebow with a better arm.
That's crazy.
He's big, strong, physical, but he's got zip on his arm. He can get the ball where it needs to go. Bear was really impressive as a freshman this year.
Yeah.
Imagine what he's going to look like next year.
Yeah, I just think that what you need is some crazy numbers, and Devin Dampier could deliver that every game.
Oh, for sure, and they're going to lean on him.
And I'm hoping that's the case. And by the way, if they're a 10-win team or 11-win team going into the last
numbers are not enough.
You got to be.
You've got to win big.
Yeah,
you got to win big. Fernando Mendoza went 16-0 this year. You got to win big. There was a lot of people, and I had people arguing with me. He shouldn't have won the Heisman.
Oh yeah. Do you think that if they were 10-3 and lost in the first round of the college football playoff, that he would have won the Heisman?
No, because I think he won the Heisman based on his Big Ten championship game performance.
Which is not supposed to go into account.
He was going
right?
ahead. No, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
That was the last. It's the regular season, so the championship games.
Those count.
Right after the championship games is when you submit your ballot.
Yeah.
So him going head to head against another finalist and Julian Sayin broke any ties.
Okay. Yeah, but again, Julian Sayin I don't think should have been even close on that list.
Statistically, I mean, he was really impressive.
Yeah.
The issue was Julian Sayin wasn't even the best player on his own team.
Yeah. No, that's exactly right. Okay.
I'd vote for Jeremiah Smith ahead of Julian Sayin.
Let's take a break. We'll come back. We've got more around the corner. I got a would you rather that you don't want to miss, and then Mike Folta, radio play-by-play voice of the Utah Mammoth, going to join us on the program after a nice win for the Mammoth last night in Florida. That very game last year ended in a loss. What changed from this year or from last year to this year? Is it just because the Stanley Cup champions aren't looking like Stanley Cup champions right now? Or is it because this Mammoth team has gotten that much better year over year? We'll talk about it next. More to go. 97.5 the KSL Sports Zone.
Listen, everybody. Real-life hypotheticals to get your brain churning. As JJ and Alex ask, would you rather?
All right, welcome back. JJ and Alex, 97.5 the KSL Sports Zone. We're going to be at the boat show on Friday, 3 to 6. Our program live from Mountain America Expo Center in Sandy for the Boat Show and Water Sports Expo. It's your opportunity to shop, compare, and buy the boat of your dreams. So we'll see you on, it starts up on Thursday, but we're going to be there on Friday. So come hang out with us. Here's a would you rather. We got to get to the top of the hour here. We do the RV show and the boat show. Which one, if you had the six figures that it requires now to be able to...
If I was independently wealthy...
There you go. Would you rather have that top-notch boat or that top-notch RV?
I've tried to be water guy. I've tried so hard.
I float so dang well.
I love chilling at the lake or going to the ocean or whatever. But I can't water ski worth a crap. I can't even wakeboard. I don't know what it is. Probably my weight. I don't know. I just can't get up on a board. I can't get up on skis.
We're having like a...
And I'm not a good swimmer either. I'm not a strong swimmer.
Really?
No, I'm a terrible swimmer.
That's...
My wife will tell you. She can't even watch me swim without laughing.
That's surprising.
It's bad. I'm an embarrassing swimmer.
You didn't get the mile swim patch?
Oh, I struggled.
Boy Scouts?
I almost died at scout camp. I almost died. Almost died. So, obviously, my choice would have to be an RV because I love
Because you know how to drive. You know how to drive.
Oh, my gosh. So, my dream is to someday retire, get an RV, and go to every Major League Baseball stadium in the country. I also have a dream of taking RVs to every national park
that would be cool.
In North America.
You're going to be that guy that I'm on the freeway behind, and it's got the...
That's me.
You have the filled in, the states that have The filled-in colors. That's where you guys
I would
have
totally
been.
love to do that.
Jenny's over on the side.
Yeah, she would hate that.
She's knitting, on the way to the next.
Yeah, she'd be scrolling on Instagram. Reels.
No, you guys would own like a full, like you guys would own like a big old Class C.
We've already.
Class A,
she
whatever
wants a
the big
motorhome.
one is. Oh yeah.
So if we had the means, we'd be all in on the motorhome.
Would it be the two? Would it be like the 2 bathroom ones they do now?
Oh heck yeah! I mean,
with the laundry room.
If I went in on a motorhome, I'd be all in. Big screen TV, shower, bathrooms, multiple.
Yeah, boats freak me out more than the RV does, and I've had a lot of experience with the RVs.
The whole docking, putting the boat in the water thing, the whole thing makes me nervous.
Well, it's the part that you can't do it the entire year that bugs me. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's absolutely like you could RV all year if you didn't have a job.
Yeah.
If I didn't have a job, right?
Well, that's going to be the case when you're retired.
Unless
Jenny
you're
gets
living
the knitting
in Florida.
kit. Yeah,
you can't boat all year.
I guess I get it. That's fine. I was looking at this too, and I was thinking to myself, man, this Super Bowl. Would you rather be the Patriots or the Seahawks going into this one?
Seahawks.
I'm not saying from a talent standpoint. I'm saying the way they're talking about
Seahawks.
it. I'd rather be the Patriots who have the massive chip on their shoulder. Everybody's saying they don't even deserve to be there. I'm like,
Isn't the same thing for Seattle? Where'd they come from?
but see, they also have
They're
like
both the same. They're like looking in the mirror right now.
Yeah, massive turnarounds with pretty new coaches. In Vrabel's case, brand new, right, for them. Mike McDonald is.
We talked about it. He's AI coach.
Yeah, he's the robot.
They made him in a lab.
He does look like an emoji. Like he has like the. He has like the.
Like
he looks like
if you were playing Madden, you built a coach. It would pump out Mike McDonald.
Yeah. Oh man, that's crazy. But see, I would.
He looks like an avatar.
I don't like the way they're talking about the Seahawks though, where they're kind of going, "Yeah, it's not even going to be close." Like that's just. You know how it is.
I don't think it's going to be close.
On any given weekend in the NFL, the Browns could beat, the Patriots.
The Rams' offensive firepower is the only team in the league that's been able to keep up with that defense. Seattle has just been absolutely dominant.
All right. I don't like all the positive talk about my Seahawks.
Sorry.
It's uncomfortable for me.
They're healthy too. Outside of
Charbonnet. I don't want to hear it.
But they got Walker the third.
Yeah, he's awesome. I mean, he's their number one guy.
They got the best receiver. They've got a really good running back. Sam Darnold is playing at an elite level, and that defense gives up nothing. They have everything.
I want it for Sam Darnold. I really do.
I think it's a great story.
It's the best story.
Agree.
It is the best story.
Drake May will have another chance. Dan Marino.
Did you call him Dan Marino? That damn Marino. All right. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Mike Folta is going to join us next. We're going to talk about the insane January that this Mammoth club has had. Last night with the win in Florida, coming back after that loss the night before in Tampa, on a back-to-back with your backup goalie, just so happened to be his old team. It was awesome to watch, and, man, they hung on. It was nerve-wracking there at the end, but we'll talk to Mike about it, see where they're at here as they head into Carolina tomorrow night. More to go around the corner, 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.